guys, day 2 before car week starts. We have today and then tomorrow, then we're heading up to car week, but we're going to a pretty good car meet in Orange County right now. I'm already staring at a hypercar. We haven't even walked in yet, so let's go look around, see what's here. I think we have a ton of stuff to do today. It's going to be a really long day full of cars. Yeah, strong start to today. Look at this, the Gear RS, the Vader, full carbon, which is crazy because this car also comes with carbon wheels that are pretty much almost matching the actual weave on the full carbon. So it's like, imagine a wheels paint to sample thing, like matching the car, but with the carbon fiber. That's wild. And you got this kind of little silver trim right here all around the car. The wing is nuts, just kind of extending from the roof line. The interior, full Alcantara and carbon. Honestly, these things are nuts. And like, yeah, I just love this roof scoop in this silver. Looks crazy. This Aventador is leaving, but guys, look at the wheels. Those are actually pretty sick for that car, especially matte black. I really like that. I approve of that. SF90 Spider, which is crazy. A 1,000 horsepower car. It looks this low key. Matte purple 765 LT Spider with these like bronze wheels and an interior with green accents. It's a lot of colors going on, but honestly on a McLaren, I think it does kind of work. Very cool. And then this Murcielago LP640 with almost like an SV type of kit, but I can really respect that because he's not trying to be an SV. He's got kind of different fenders, everything different, but a cool wing. I really like these kind of intakes on the fenders, but man, what a cool car. The Murcielagos have aged so well. And yeah, let's go walk around, see what else is here. Yeah, let's move on from the Koenigsegg. We're gonna get to that in a second, but Ferrari F8 48 Spider. But am I seeing reflections? No, this is blue carbon fiber on this 48 Spider. You really don't see a lot of blue carbon unless it's usually like a P-Star or something like that. So that's pretty crazy for a spec like this. And the blue interior too. I really like this. That's a lot of effort and a lot of attention to detail on a 48 Spider. And then 2 Ferrari F430s. Cool thing is they both kind of have the Scuderia kind of back grille with the carbon fiber. Very nice. F8 Spider. McLaren 650S with a crazy looking rear exhaust pipe. Probably sounds pretty good as well. And very nice wheels on it. Ferrari F8 Spider. Let's keep walking. Actually, similar here, there's pretty aggressive exhaust pipes on this R8 and another stock R8 right here. When we first landed in LA, again, in Canada, we're not using these Cybertrucks yet, so we got pretty excited when we saw one. Now we literally see one every 2 seconds, but here's a car you don't see every 2 seconds, a 992 GT3 RS. The blue axis look incredible on that car. All white, not too much blue to overdo it, but I like the blue wheels. Then one of my favorite driving cars, the 991.2 GT3, guys. Whenever I am ready to upgrade, that's what I'm gonna get. But holy crap, look at what I am seeing on the road right now. I am seeing a 360 Challenge Stradale. That's not even in the meet. I guess people are pulling in. GT2 RS, we got a 458, a regular 360, but look at the Challenge Stradale. Okay, well, let's go back to the meet right now. We got a paint to sample 992 GT3 RS. You really don't see the paint to sample cars in Canada at all yet, so it's very cool to see them here. But the one thing I'm noticing that maybe I'm not the biggest fan of is the comfort seats on the inside. Other than that, it is absolutely sick. 992 GT3 is leaving, but that's okay because we still got a few 992 GT3 RSs here. I think we came here a little bit late because some people are trying to leave, but also a lot of people are pulling in, so I don't really know. But very different from anything else here is this 300 SL Gullwing. Everything else is usually the new supercars, the newest and the best from every manufacturer, but this is an absolute classic. Really the first supercar, this or the Miura, you can argue, but this front engine kind of configuration, this was probably the first thing you could call a supercar. 300 SL leaving, closing the door while he's leaving. Ooh, scraped a little bit just as we were about to leave. SVJ rolls in, and a Z06 Corvette. We are about to go to another car meet. We just met up with Jason, his R34, but funny enough, Jason got a Ruby Star YSAC package GT4 RS, and behind him is a Ruby Star non-YSAC package GT4 RS. Pretty cool combo. We have the V-Spec 2 R34. Pretty cool car for Car Week. Been staying here recently. SF90. Look at this Heritage Edition Speedster. That's a sick spot. Guys, we're at a second car meet for today. I don't know how much I'll film here because as you can see, there's so many people. A lot of people from the last meet ended up here. And I gotta give a correction. At the last meet I said this was a GT2 RS because I saw it from far. This is actually a turbo with like a GT2 RS style kit. It's not a GT2 RS. We got a little SF90 action with a 765 LT and 48, some other supercars. Let's keep walking. Not bad. A dark matte blue SVJ Roadster. We just saw this at the other meet, the matte purple 765 LT Spider. This is a very nice matte yellow Aventador 700 Roadster. 700 Roadster is probably my favorite variation of the Aventador, but in this matte yellow, it looks incredible. A lot of nice Novitec parts in carbon. For me, I probably would do a white stock LP 700 Roadster, but again, I love the first gen Aventadors. Speaking of Aventadors, look at this like chromish pink color shift Aventador S. Crazy wrap on this thing, very out there, which kind of fits the personality of the Aventador. We got a 430 and a lineup of supercars that we're gonna go explore right now. Very nice lineup here of this GT3, a Huracan Spider, but look at this Testarossa in yellow. This looks really cool, but I see some cool cars up ahead. Let's go look. Okay, so check this out. This is a Mercedes SLR with a lot of MSO bits, as you can tell by the wheels. Also a different splitter, and the color in this green is honestly the craziest color I have seen on an SLR. The tan interior works well with it, and it is a roadster, but man, these cars have aged so well. Such a classic line with a really long hood and a very short back, just a very nice GT car. But next to it, LFA in white. I think white is probably my favorite color on the LFA, but what an iconic car. Kind of the two iconic. This is from like the early to mid 2000s. This is from around 2011, 2012, but you just don't see these cars on a regular anymore. People don't drive them. Now here's a green Huracan STO, but I see a lot of VF engineering badges on the wheels, on the back. Makes me think this is probably a supercharged Huracan STO, which would mean this is an absolute monster, but the wheels look so good. Next up, we got a Huracan Squadra Corsa car. Not road legal, but looks insane. And this McLaren Senna with this livery with the chrome and the red. Very nice looking wheels on it too. The Sennas are so aggressive, and honestly, I think they're so undervalued for what you get. I mean, it's so much car, and it's like a little over SVJ money. It's not bad. So here you see a blue Ferrari 355. It might just look like a slightly modified 355, but it's not. This is pretty much like a complete resto mod. The wheels look crazy, but the best part is look at this interior with this gated shifter and the 296 seats. This car just looks like a modern proper take of a Ferrari 355. This is one of the coolest cars I've seen here. So again, I'm not a big JDM guy, and I thought Jason would be the only R34 here. Then I saw this, I'm like, oh, there's another one. But then, you know what, as much as I'm not a JDM guy, I'm even good enough to look at this car and know that's an R32, but the R34 front. Guys, we have a lineup of cars, but the truck is what we're looking at. Oh my god. Oh. So we were coming to check out Lamborghini of Newport Beach, but as soon as we got here, there's a Rev Walto getting unloaded. I don't think I've seen a customer car yet, so let's go check it out. So I think this is the first full production Rev Walto I've ever seen. It's getting unloaded from this big truck right here. The one thing I just thought of, this has a lot of similarities to the Bugatti Veyron. So again, stay with me. Same group, obviously Volkswagen group, but 1001 horsepower, same horsepower, all-wheel drive, same thing. But another thing that you don't really see on any car, the exposed engine, like there's no glass cover or anything, and the only other car really that has that is the Chiron and the Veyron. So same horsepower and everything, same group. At the end of the day, it is $1 million. You could probably get a Veyron for not too much more. And again, $1 million I'm saying with taxes and everything, and in Canadian dollars, but pretty cool. There's a lot of similarities between the two cars. The one thing that I gotta say I'm not the biggest fan of on the Rev Waltos, I think it has a very much McLaren looking interior. The dash there, like kind of the whole thing is very round. It's not very Lamborghini as we know it. It's a great car, and honestly, I think every time a new Lambo comes out, it's such a redesign and a kind of vamp of the brand that we need to get used to it. I think we're gonna need to get used to this. As of now, it just, I don't know if it's sticking that Lamborghini box for me with the aggression and the craziness that we're used to. Check out this kind of military matte green STO with the silver wheels. Look really good. I like the contrast with the dark color and the light wheels. And before we walk in, there's another Rev Walto right here. Unfortunately, the lift is up, but I do like the yellow and the bright colors on them a lot more. Brings out the contrast with the headlights and all the aero parts, so you can really see all the design cues that the car has. But next to that, I usually don't really look at too many Huracans, but this orange is actually so nice, especially in the sun. You can see the metallic flake just shining off it. Pretty good color choice. Look at this. So the new Countach, one of 112. Silver wheels again look great, but I love this color. So this is the same color as the Diablo SE 6.0, one of the last editions of Diablo, and it's a very iconic Lamborghini color if you really know your old Lamborghinis. And I'm not gonna lie to you, I've been thinking about maybe, I don't know, doing a wrap or something on my GT4 eventually. And the two colors I'm thinking of are this or the SE30 purple. I really like this color. It just looks so good, especially on a car like this with so many angles. I just don't know what it is about it, but such a classic color. And I don't even know if it translates on camera, but the leather here, it's not black. It's like a dark brown. It looks black from far. And then you have kind of accents like on the door and stuff with the lighter brown, but this looks so good. And the exact same color as the Countach and same spec kind of with the silver wheels. But this is my favorite variant of the Aventador. This is the Ultimate Roadster, one of 250. Two car duos. You get an Ultimate Roadster, you get a Countach, same spec, Ultimate Roadster. You can drive more, experience more. It's a very similar driving experience. Then you have your collector Countach. But again, the best color. Look at this in the interior. It's so nice. Personally, I would get the bucket seats, the carbon buckets. These are a lot more comfortable because honestly, Lambo carbon buckets are not comfortable, but they just look so good. And then look at the Chiron Pure Sport and the classic Bugatti red on black spec. This is kind of like the Veyron launch spec. People don't do this spec too much anymore, but I think it just looks so good on the Bugattis. Makes everything kind of pop out. So the black parts with the arrow in the back are definitely like standing out from the front, and it almost looks like a car in two pieces. This is sick. Look at the carbon weave, full carbon body. And also kind of keeps going to the interior, but it turns into matte carbon there. But this is so cool. It looked gray from far, but as soon as you get in, you just see this weave. P1s look so good with full carbon. So interesting fact, the McLaren P1 full carbon that you guys just saw is directly under here. Now that was a carbon body McLaren P1, but this is one of 5 carbon series McLaren P1s, which all have the red accents right here. Other than that, it's the same thing. So you get the carbon full body, whereas that one actually had matte carbon on the inside. This one is gloss carbon, a lot more red accents. Like, it's so visible that this isn't just a P1 with carbon body. Even inside the wheels, everything is all red. And yeah, this is one of 5 original carbon body McLaren P1s. What a cool car. And the fact that it's literally on top of the one we just saw, like literally directly under this is where the other carbon car was. I don't think anywhere in the world you'll have 2 carbon body P1s in the same building. And then this is a Ferrari 575 Super America. So again, the concept for Ferrari expensive cars, front engine V12, and it's such a bonus if it's a removable roof. This is a removable roof, limited edition Ferrari V12. Up until the A12 GTS, which is right behind it, you could only get those in limited edition since the Daytona Spider. So you know it was a special car. This one is an F1 transmission. There's a lot of them that are 6 speeds, which are a lot more rare and a lot more expensive. But regardless, the Super America is such a rare car. Now this looks sick. Matte silver Mercedes SLR, like you can still see the flake in the paint. I feel like it's probably matte PPF on this car, and it's a regular silver, but looks so good with the matte silver. Next to that is a McLaren 765 LT with a roof scoop. Again, absolute monster. 2 very different types of McLaren, even though again, Mercedes badge here, but for those of you who don't know, Mercedes and McLaren collaborated for the SLR, and it is called the Mercedes McLaren SLR, which is why there's the badge right here for McLaren. And another one of the 250 Ultimate Roadsters is right here in this bright green. The other one we looked at was just in that building right here. They have so many multiples of like such rare cars here. It's incredible. Then a matte blue STO. Now this is a cool hypercar. We got a P1 right there, another P1 underneath, and another hypercar right here, the white Weissach 918 Spider. So sick with the acid green calipers. Look at this car, the open top monster. Best bucket seats that came from this car in white. You honestly don't really see them, they're usually silver. Then yeah, let's go walk around, see the cars that are just over there. Now check out this kind of like mint green McLaren 750S. I do like the 750S. I like the center big exhaust pipe. I like how there's more body paint, but yeah, this is a great color. And purple SVJ Roadster. I'm not a huge SVJ guy. I like the more cleaner look, but a purple car with a white interior, I have to show you guys because that's the best spec. Look at this with the white pinstripes right here, and the white interior looks so good with the purple accent. This is honestly so cool. Like, white interiors are the way to go, purple cars are the way to go. You put that together and you can't go wrong. Doing a little sneaking. We're not really supposed to be in here, but SP2 4x4 squared in a wrap. It's like, what is this, China blue? Yeah, China blue and a 4x4. So look at this. If I had a GT3 RS, I guess this would be my spec. The white wheels, the white car, it's my spec, but this is matte white. This actually looks pretty cool, but the white wheel is always a move on these cars, especially with carbon ceramic brakes where it won't get as destroyed as mine. And look at this, the Veyron Vitesse, 1200 horsepower, the super sport engine, but with the top down, super rare, and again, in white. Like, this car looks so freaking good. I think a white Bugatti is the way to go. I really, really like this thing. The spec with the two-tone with the black. The back of the Veyron always looks good in like a contrasting color. You can tell the difference in the little details. A12 GTS, not bad at all. Very good California car. So here's a cool car. So this is a Sport Classic. If you guys remember, we reviewed this probably about 10 months ago, and what it is a rear-wheel drive manual turbo pretty much. And again, I had honestly a blast driving. It's my first manual Newport that I've liked in a while. This one's got the black interior. You could choose either the black or the brown, and this is kind of the normal gray you'll get with it. But honestly, what a cool car. Viper ACR. So we're gonna hop into the Porsche Sport right now just to go light painted over there. Yeah, let's go. Man, we're pulling out. The Super Sport is in front of us. We're in the Porsche Sport. It's gonna go across the street. Not a long ride, but very cool interior. A ton of carbon fiber, red leather. And yeah, look at the blue one right there. So we got kicked out of where we wanted to shoot here. What we're gonna do, we're just gonna go, we're gonna go across the street, but that Mercedes just parked there. So we got to figure out where we want to shoot this car right now. Yeah, security came literally within 30 seconds of us getting here. You'd think they wouldn't mind a Bugatti on the property, but I guess they do.